Taiwan.
Free Myanmar.
Free Myanmar.
Free North Korea.
Free North Korea.
Slava Ukraini.
Slava Ukraini.
And if I may, save Tower Hamlets.
Save Tower Hamlets.
As I look out at this amazing crowd and at these incredible flags, the flag of the movement for freedom in Hong Kong, the flag of Tibet, the flag of the Uyghurs, the flag of Taiwan, and our own country's flag, I want to thank you all so much for your courage, for your commitment, for turning out in such large numbers for the second time. And I stand with you to say a mega no to this mega embassy. As we have already heard from several speakers, including the last speaker, this site is an incredibly historic site. This building is a great historic building, and it's across the road from the iconic Tower of London and Tower Bridge. What on earth is our government doing, even thinking about giving this historic site to the Chinese Communist Party? Many of you from Hong Kong, from Tibet, from the Uyghurs, from China, and from other places as well, from Ukraine, and I know we have friends here from Myanmar, you have come to this country because you wanted to escape brutal repressive regimes that are either run by the Chinese Communist Party or fueled and facilitated by the Chinese Communist Party. And you came to this country in search of freedom and security. What is our government doing, even thinking about compromising our values of freedom and our national security with the Chinese Communist Party? And particularly at this time, when I would oppose this mega embassy, this super spy base, at any time, but especially now, in the weeks after it has been reported that several Hong Kong activists in this country have either received letters threatening them, or their neighbors have received letters asking their neighbors to hand them over to the Chinese embassy. And we want to give the Chinese Communist Party this mega embassy, this super spy base? No.
No.
In a very, very small way, it's nothing compared to what my Hong Kong friends have experienced. But in a small way, I have experienced something of those threatening letters and those intimidatory tactics. I've had anonymous letters at my home. My mother has received anonymous letters at her home telling her to tell her son to shut up. And as she told me, she gave up many years ago trying that. And the CCP certainly won't succeed in shutting me up. But if I've received letters as a British citizen, and I know other friends, other British friends have had similar experiences, how much worse is it for Hong Kongers who have family back in Hong Kong, whose families are being harassed and threatened, and who can never go back to Hong Kong while the CCP is still in power? So we must continue this fight. We cannot allow the CCP to occupy this building here. And I would suggest that our government, and indeed the Met Police, it would be a better use of their time if they devoted their resources and their time to fighting transnational repression, to protecting Hong Kongers, Tibetans, Uyghurs in this country, Chinese dissidents, and British citizens, and less time preventing and limiting people from coming to this protest and allowing and defending freedom of expression and freedom of protest that are the foundational values of our society. I have one last suggestion. In addition to continuing to fight and to ensure that we win and that we defeat this proposed super embassy, I recall that a year or two ago, Tower Hamlets Council considered motions to rename some of the streets around this area. And I don't know if that happened, but I don't think it has been enacted. So I would suggest that whatever happens with this building, and we must make sure that the CCP never sets foot in here as an embassy, but at the same time, let's rename this square Tiananmen Square. Let's rename this street Tibet Avenue. Let's rename that street Hong Kong Road. Let's name that street Uyghur Road. And that would be a better use of our time than even contemplating giving the CCP this embassy. So I stand with you. We'll continue the fight. We'll continue the fight for as long as necessary, and we will continue to say a mega no to this mega embassy and this mega spy base. Thank you.